Okay, so today I've got Heidi on a school day. Heidi is one of the 3 Rottweilers that I've just started working with. So this is my second day with Heidi. So what's been happening with the 3 of them is we've got Heidi who's 2, then there's Rosie who's 3, and then we have Molly who's 6. And what's been happening is Molly, the elder one, has started having a go at this one, Heidi. Heidi's the nervous character. So Rosie, who's quite confident, has then been stepping up and having a full-on fight with Molly, whilst Molly's been trying to fight with Heidi. So it's kind of all escalated to a situation where they have to be kept separate from Molly at the moment. So the other thing with these 3 is they have a wonderful home to live in, wonderful grounds, really good. However, they've not necessarily seen much of the big wide world and socialised much with other dogs. So there's that side of it that we need to address as well. So get them a little bit more worldly wise, so everything's not quite so intensely, for Heidi, intensely nerve-wracking, which everything is at the moment. So she's quite reactive on that score. So I've been out this morning with Heidi and Frank, because Frank's the pup. So he's the one that I wanted her to kind of play with and know that it's okay to run about with another dog. She's not going to get attacked, it's all right. And a lot of the time with a dog, the fast movement, the fast running about is kind of a bit of a trigger switch as well, which is what can sort of encourage this snappy reactive behaviour. So that's what I did this morning. Went around Jubilee Woods. I knew there would be more people around there, so which was good. It worked. We met sort of 3 or 4, well, met 4 different dogs on the walk. Each time I had Heidi on the lead, and yes, she was leaning towards them, she wanted to go towards them, but it wasn't in a friendly, happy, relaxed way. So obviously I'm quite cautious with dogs I don't know at this stage, but she was off lead for most of the time, happily running about with Frank, which was good. So she's just stopping a little bit there. Okay, I think she needs the toilet. So yeah, I've had her on this lead. Basically I've got Frank up there, this is Rio, and also Roscoe's just around the corner. So I've got all of mine out at the moment, and that's what this afternoon's about, to have a whole load of dogs around her, especially with Rio running backwards and forwards, rounding her up, typical collie, so that she's not reacting to that. And she isn't. Obviously very wary to begin with, the way Rio is. But no. And also you can see with the lead, I'm just giving her those constant little checks. When I first took her for a walk, I mean, she was like a steam train, so they hadn't had, you know, particularly good guidance with the lead. It was really quite, you know, very much a case of they led the walk. They went where they wanted, they controlled everything, which to a human is lovely because we love the dogs. However, to a dog with no structure, no guidance, no boundaries, they have no security. And with no security, they make their own decisions. When they make their own decisions, unless they are born an alpha, and only 2% of dogs are born alphas, they will invariably make the wrong decision, which will be a reactive decision. So it will either be nervous reactive or aggressive reactive. So it's quite polite, isn't she, waiting? So that's good. Okay, so, whoops, slip in. So I'm in a slightly wider environment now. We've walked quite a while. I always say walk on the lead with the other dogs first, so she knows that we are actually all one pack. And I'm quite confident nothing's going to escalate. At the same time, I'm going to be watching her like a hawk. What I'm looking for, now that she's off lead with these, is the eye contact and the way she focuses on probably Rio, if any, because Rio will do the running about backwards and forwards. Okay, Roscoe is the calm one. I'm kind of guessing she's going to gravitate towards him because she'll be looking for his guidance, and because he's the calm one, he's definitely going to be the leader. Calm will always win. We've got Rio, Frank, having a wee. Rio, he's waiting to round her up, so this is what I'm going to be watching for. So this is the first time that she's been out with all of these together and off lead. So once we start running about and the pace gets a little bit quicker, that's when we're going to see how she copes with it. I think she's going to be fine. Obviously I wouldn't be having her off lead if I didn't, but we have to let her experience this. So Frank was great this morning. The other good thing with Frank is because he's so fast, I knew that if she did take a dislike to him and she was getting a little bit serious with it, he could outrun her. Okay, so here we go, we're all together. So all I'm doing is watching her body language, and if I see her, I'm not too bothered about Frank because obviously they've been out this morning together. She knows him now, so his speed won't be something that triggers her. What it will likely be is all of them running together. And we've got Rio's discipline energy, which she may take offence to. So that's what I'm watching for. If Rio tries to tell her to stay within the pack, she'll probably take offence to that. She may react to that thinking he's going to have a go at her like what she's experienced at home with Molly. But as you can see, her tail is right up, it's right curled over her back. But at the same time, as you can see there, she's done it on command. At the same time, it keeps going lower, then it'll curl back up, then it'll lower. So the tail's a really good indicator of where her head's at. She's not overly stressed with this, so this is great. The work this morning has really worked well. There was a chocolate Labrador this morning that was really interested in her. She was on a lead. I had a chance to talk to the owner before they actually sort of met, and I kept her on a lead because this dog was a stud dog and he was really very interested in her, but it gave me the chance to work with her and let her experience another dog getting in her space, sniffing her, having a chat with her, having a conversation, getting her to just relax a little bit, have a conversation back without it being aggressive. And by the end of the conversation, she did have to tell him a couple of times just to back off, so she gave him quite a clear snap, but it was just a conversation. She didn't lunge at him, she was just giving him the conversation that, okay, enough now, back off. And he acknowledged that, which was perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So that was a really good indicator that, you know, she's not going into the overdrive mode where she's just going aggressive. So really pleased with how today's gone, and this is going brilliantly. I thought there might be a couple of little snaps by now. You know, I thought she might feel a little bit uncomfortable with so many dogs, the speed of Frank and Rio running around her. We're in a good open space here, so this is where we generally get some running about, and this is what I'm going to watch for. But so far, yes, her tail's curled up, but it's a very floppy tail. Look, she's relaxed, she's okay with this. This is great. So this is the first time she's actually been running with other dogs other than the one she lives with that she's had fights with, and perfect, absolutely perfect. So our second school day, and you are an absolute star, Heidi. So on this note, I think I'm just going to relax now and enjoy this walk. Brilliant. Okay, good.